Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we are going to be explaining while and for loops in Java. So in Java, we have the while loop, which executes a code, a block of code, while a condition is true. And this could be infinite number of times. عدد لا نهائي من المرات. So بنعيد الكود عدد لا نهائي من المرات في الوايل لوب. بعد ممكن يكون عدد نهائي لكن بنشوف بعدين كيف نسوي. And then for a for loop, we execute code for a limited number of times. Okay? So we are going to start by creating a Boolean value. So a Boolean value, we have said that the Boolean value holds true or false. So we are going to make the computer laugh for unlimited number of times. Okay? So while laugh is equal to true, we are going to laugh. The computer will laugh. Okay? So we need the while keyword to create a while loop. So while, you type in the while keyword and then 2 brackets and then a set of curly braces. Okay, so here we're gonna type the code, and here we want the condition. So while laugh is equal to true, we are gonna execute the code inside. Okay. True. Okay, so while laugh is equal to true, we are gonna execute the code inside, and we're gonna keep repeating the code. But here you don't need to type in equals to true. So this is true already. So while this is true, we are gonna keep executing this code. You can type this, but you don't need to. Okay. So when you are using a Boolean value, you don't need to type in if it equals to true. If this was false, then you can type it. Okay, so we are gonna make the computer laugh for unlimited number of times. So we are gonna type ha 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 ha. Okay, so this will print on the screen the laugh thingy. So as you can see, it keeps repeating the same code again and again and again and again. Okay, so it goes inside of the for loop. This is true, we're gonna execute that. Go back, you see if this is true, execute, and then go back. And that's it. This is how you make it infinite. So let's make it count to 10 and then stop. Let's make the computer count to 10 and then stop. So we will change the condition to an integer value, and then we're gonna call it number. Okay, and then we are gonna equal it to 0. So we're just gonna start from 0, and then we're gonna count to 10, and then we're gonna stop. Okay, so here inside of the condition, if while number is less than or equal to 10, we are gonna execute this code 10 times. Okay, but we need to do something. So here number will not change. Okay, so number will always be 0. Okay, as you can see, number will always be 0, and it will always be less than 10. So this will keep repeating the same code. Okay, this will keep repeating the same code. So if we don't want it to repeat the same code, we want it to go up in numbers. Every time we go here, we increase the number by 1. Okay, so we can type here number plus plus, and this will increase the number by 1. Okay, so let's make it type in the number. So we will type the number. First we will type the number, and then we will increase it. Okay, so first we type the number and then we increase. All right, so let's run it, and there it goes. So it types 10 times and then it stops. Okay, so this is how you do a for loop. Okay, so this is the while loop, and the for loop is very similar to that. And for for loop, we need the for keyword. To create a for loop, we want the for keyword. Okay, and then we want a set of brackets, and then inside of these brackets we want to start by a number. So we are going to start by initiating or creating a variable, and we are going to call it I, and then we are going to assign it the number of 0. So we are going to make it count to 10. Okay, so we need these curly braces also. And then this is the first statement. So first we create the variable inside of the brackets, and then we end the statement. And then the second statement will be the condition for I, where I is less than or equal to 10. Okay, so I is less than or equal to 10. And then after that we increase the I by 1. Okay, so we increase the I by 1. So every time we go inside of the loop, we increase the I by 1, and it keeps increasing until it reaches 10. Okay, so we are gonna type in the I every time. So we are gonna count to 10. And as you can see, it keeps counting to 10. Okay, so first we go inside, we create the variable. It's gonna be 0. While it's less than 10, it's gonna be the code will run. Then we increase it by 1. Okay, we increase the I by 1, and then we type the I on the screen. So first I will be 0, and then it will go again inside of the for loop. It will check if the I is less than 10, so it's gonna be 1. So it's less than 10, and then we are gonna increase it by 1, and then we are gonna print the I again, and then so on and so forth. And that's how you create a for loop.